Hi everyone, and welcome back to another lesson. For those who don't know me, I'm Yuli, and this is a space for all those people who are interested in the Greek language and culture and they would like to learn more. In my latest video, I had many requests to create a lesson devoted to articles. Guys, you got it! By the end of this lesson, you will be able to use the Greek article correctly. So without further ado, let's get started. First things first, I will organize the lesson with timestamps. So if you are already aware of some rules, you can level up by clicking on the moment of the video that you want to learn more. I find this tool very useful and I use it in all my lessons. The articles are words that define a noun as specific or unspecific. They are inflected by gender and number, which means that just like an adjective, they have to agree completely with a noun. So if the noun is masculine and singular, the articles should be too. For example, o andras, o kipos. There are two articles in modern Greek, the definite and indefinite. Today I will focus on the definite article, o, I, to, the, because it's used more frequently in Greek than in English, and it limits the meaning of a noun to one particular thing. For example, your friend might ask, "Θα πας στο πάρτι αυτό το Σαββατοκύριακο?" Are you going to the party this weekend? The definite article tells that your friend refers to a party that is happening this weekend and both of you know about. In this case, the article is combined with the preposition se. I've already talked about the preposition se in another video, and I will drop the link in the description box. The definite article helps us understand the gender of a noun, because sometimes it's not very clear from the ending. One example is the word gala. According to the rule, all nouns ending with a are feminine. So I would recommend learning the nouns always together with their articles. This way, it will be easier for you to memorize them and avoid making mistakes. If you are a beginner, I devote a full lesson explaining genders. Start by learning basic rules about genders and come back to this lesson when you want to get a wider picture about articles. You can access this lesson simply by clicking this link above me. There are two big questions about articles. When should I use them? And when should I omit them? The articles are used in several cases in Greek. Before names, surnames, countries, or cities. When you introduce yourself, the first thing that you say is your name, and then you give some information about the place that you live or work. For example, είμαι η Γιούλη, I'm Yuli. Μένω στο Λονδίνο, I live in London. Είμαι από την Ελλάδα, I'm from Greece. Before a group of similar things or species. For example, τα δελφίνια είναι έξυπνα ζώα. Dolphins are clever animals. If you visit a local traditional coffee shop, you might hear pensioners chatting about the price of the petrol. Unlike England and other North European countries, in Greece, we don't use gas for heating. Το πετρέλαιο είναι ακριβό φέτος. Petrol is expensive this year. Before time, days of the week, years, festivals, as well as name of the seasons. Το τρένο φεύγει στις 12. The train leaves at 12. Έχουμε μάθημα την Τρίτη. Do we have a lesson on Tuesday? Το καλοκαίρι είναι η αγαπημένη μου εποχή. Summer is my favorite season. Γεννήθηκα το 1993. I was born in 1993. It is an important element to form the possessive. So unlike English, the possessive follows the noun in Greek. So we start with the article, the noun, and then follows the possessive. For example, το διαμέρισμά μου είναι φωτεινό. My apartment is bright. As you can see, the possessive pronoun follows the noun, and before the noun is always the article. It's the link between the demonstratives, αυτός, αυτή, αυτό, εκείνος, εκείνη, εκείνο, ετούτος, ετούτη, ετούτο, and the noun. Αυτή η γυναίκα είναι πολύ έξυπνη. This woman is very intelligent. Εκείνοι οι φοιτητές είναι πολύ φιλικοί. Those students are very friendly. We use always an article before abstract nouns. For example, truth, love, happiness, etc. Μου αρέσει η αλήθεια. I like the truth. Now we will discuss when the article is omitted, when we don't have to use the article before a noun. When we talk to someone, when we address someone directly with their name. For example, ξέρω την αδερφή σου. Γιάννη, I know your sister. Γιάννη. Or, έλα Maria. Come on Maria. Now in this case, when we write the phrase down in written speech, the name is offset using commas. After the verbs λέγομαι, ονομάζομαι, καλούμε. That's why when we want to introduce ourselves and we want to use the verb λέγομαι, we never use an article before our name. Λέγομαι Γιούλη. The same rule applies to the verb ονομάζομαι. Ονομάζομαι Γιούλη. We never use an article before predicate nouns. Predicate nouns are words that provide more information about the subject of the sentence, and they always follow a linking verb, like the verb to be. Είναι δικηγόρος. He is a lawyer. Η Μαρία και η Ελένη είναι φίλες. Maria and Helen are friends. When we are talking about someone or something generally, a noun that has no specific amount or reference. For instance, you went to the supermarket the other day and you bought spaghetti, tomato sauce, and some olive oil to cook an amazing dish for your friends. No one really wants to know how many boxes of pasta you bought or how many cans of tomato sauce if you are a small group. You would mention it if you were a group of 20 and you had to carry plenty of ingredients. If you have just a casual dinner, you can say χθες πήγα στο σούπερ μάρκετ και αγόρασα μακαρόνια, σάλτσα ντομάτας και λάδι για το δείπνο. Yesterday I went to the supermarket and I bought spaghetti, tomato sauce, and olive oil for the dinner, with nouns that follow the word ti. For example, it's almost Christmas and you still miss to buy some gifts for your family. So you might ask your friend for an opinion. In this case, you should say, τι δώρο να αγοράσω για την μαμά μου? What gift should I buy for my mom? Sometimes we use the word ti to express a strong emotion, such as surprise, joy, or anger. For example, on the way home, you lost your bus and you had to wait 40 minutes under heavy rain. What a day! This phrase in Greek, it would be τι μέρα κι αυτή, without any article. Last but not least, after the word son, when there is a comparison, when we compare two things. For example, when someone acts immature, in English we say, stop acting like a child. In Greek, we would say, σταμάτα να κάνεις σαν παιδί. Σαν παιδί, like child, without any article. Or when you work really hard, we say, δουλεύω σαν σκυλί. I walk like a dog. And in those cases, we omit the article. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. I believe that rules about articles are much more clear now. And if you enjoyed the lesson, if you enjoy my content in general, please like this video and subscribe to my channel in order to support me. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.